Thank you all for coming. Again, my name is Abdirahman Aynte. I'm with the BBC World Service. And I want to start by getting out of the way the little BBC spiel that I have to say every time I go to a conference, which is that I'm not speaking for BBC, I'm speaking for myself. What I want to say briefly today is the convergence between traditional or mainstream media and non-traditional media. So as you all know, the BBC has tons of different programs. I work for the Focus on Africa, the Network Africa, and the Somali service, 3 different services. The Network Africa and Focus on Africa talk to Africa primarily. They speak in English and they talk to our audience are primarily in Africa. The editor who runs all those 3 programs was looking for a way to engage what is now turning out to be a very large African community in the US and in England and Canada, places that people speak English. Bruce was talking earlier about the program Have Your Say, which the BBC has, and it's an audio program where readers send text messages or sometimes they send actual audio where they leave a voicemail in a system and the presenters play that and people suggest stories, react to stories, comment on stories. So listeners are engaged constantly in the radio, but also on the website where you can go onto the Have Your Say site of the BBC and leave a comment or suggest a story and so on. And what I do with that comment is I look up the reporter who's covering that country in Africa and I send that note to that reporter. So we are basically getting direct tip from citizens. Interestingly, in Africa, people now have access to mobile phones and cell phones than they have to internet connections. So many of the reactions we get in our website and also on our broadcast programs come through text messages. So we have cell phones at work that are retrofitted to receive those text messages, so we can actually effectively communicate with our readers. Citizen journalists are not limited by beats. When I worked at Minnesota Monitor in Minnesota, I had a beat. Immigration, education, faith and values, that's all I could cover. If there's anything else that's going on, housing Islam, I couldn't cover because I had a beat and I had to stick to that. But citizen journalists, they have no limit. They'll tell you about every single thing in the world. And it's up to you what you want to report. So you have the world at your disposal.